Hi, and thank you for tuning in for this important Restart update. I would like to thank you for your continued patience and flexibility as we have navigated the COVID-19 pandemic together. As was expected when we started talking about how we would open our schools this summer, the science and guidance for COVID-19 has evolved and changed. Throughout this school year, we have remained in close contact with local and state health officials, and we continue to collaborate with them today. As I have shared before, we are now being told that the primary metric for making decisions about how to operate our schools is what is happening amongst our students and staff in terms of the number of positive COVID-19 cases, number of quarantines, and number of staff and student absences. As a secondary metric, we also consider what is happening in our community and whether it's having an impact on our schools. Three primary questions now drive our analysis of COVID-19 and how it's affecting our district. Do we see evidence of spread between students, between staff, and/or between staff and students? Is the number of quarantine students creating challenges for teachers to manage instruction and thus impacting academic continuity? And are staff absences and the inability to get an adequate number of substitute teachers limiting the feasibility of doing in-person instruction and providing supervision? In the last week or so, we have seen an increase in the frequency and number of positive COVID-19 cases across our buildings, as well as an increase in the frequency and number of quarantines. Additionally, our collaboration with the Hamilton County Department of Health indicates an increased amount of community spread, and this is the cause for the number of positive cases and quarantines that we are seeing, including spread between students. Now, I do want to stress that there is still no evidence of spread happening within our school buildings as a result of any close contact to a COVID-19 positive individual, and health officials credit our strict protocols that include wearing masks for this. But because students are sitting within 6 feet of one another in Tier 1, they must be quarantined simply for sitting next to a COVID-19 positive individual in class. So with the numbers of positive cases and quarantines we are seeing across our district and the community spread happening in some cases between students, the need to shift from Tier 1 to Tier 2 in all of our buildings is now. The shift to Tier 2 allows our students and staff more room to spread out inside the classrooms with at least 6 feet of distance between desks. This will drastically lessen the odds of a student being classified as a close contact and forced into a quarantine. As we have been communicating throughout this pandemic, the health and safety of our students and staff is our top priority. This shift to Tier 2 will provide an added layer of protection in our classrooms while helping us maintain the academic continuity that we all want for our children. Thankfully, we have a minimal number of staff absences keeping us from needing to shift into Tier 3 as of now. We will continue to monitor the data closely in the coming weeks and throughout winter break to make a decision on how we will operate school beginning on January 4th. Thank you for your continued support and understanding.